Hey everyone, it's Sophie, and I have a very special guest here today, and her name is Nini. Welcome, Nini. As you may notice, I have zero makeup and hair today because Nini is a professional makeup artist, and she's gonna do my hair and makeup today.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So before we start, why don't Nini introduce herself?
So my name's Nini. I've been doing makeup and hair for the last 9 years. I specialize mostly in bridal makeup in the Bay Area. One of the biggest questions I get asked is how do I go from a natural makeup to a more dramatic makeup at night? So for example, if you're going to work in the morning, you want that natural look, but then if you want to go get some drinks with some friends after work, right? How do you turn that natural look into a more dramatic look for the night out?
Wow, so excited. Let's get started.
Awesome. So you want to start with a fresh face. You always want to ask yourself is, am I oily or am I dry?
I have combination skin.
Combination skin. So for your oily skin, this is a moisturizer I'm using from MAC. I'm gonna put a little bit of another type of moisturizer for those dry areas. So the best way to put makeup on yourself is making sure your skin is prepped. So we're gonna start with daytime makeup, the whole face, okay? I'm gonna cover part of your eyebrows to kind of this is concealer, set a base to work on your eyebrows. And since we're doing a natural look, I'm gonna go pretty natural with your eyebrows. I'm using a dark brown to natural brown color. Another way to clean up eyebrows is using a little bit of concealer. So I'm using a soft ochre from MAC. It's a pink pot. And I'm just gonna prime her eyes to create a base for the eyeshadow to go on. We're going to just powder the whole lid off to kind of set that base. For a simple daytime look, it's really a 3-step process. Number 1, make sure we do a little bit of highlighting for under the brows to right on that brow bone. Second part is a little bit of contouring on your eyes. The third part of the eyes is the color. For a daytime look, we'll go with the more natural color, which is kind of pinks and peaches. I'm putting some eyeliner on her waterline and then finishing the eyeliner on top. Curl those lashes. To put on mascara, you want to wiggle in the bottom and go up. One important thing about the skin is priming the skin before putting on foundation. So one thing I noticed is that she has some larger pores around her nose area, right? If you do want to cover that, I would suggest use a pore cover. The one I'm using is from Benefit. It's a Pore Professional. Now we're gonna go into foundation. So you can use any foundation. Today I'm using MAC NC15 because she's a little bit on the lighter side. Mixing some of that with Face and Body, also from MAC. With foundation, because foundation does oxidize, I typically use a lighter color to start out with. That might be too light for her skin, but once it oxidizes, it actually turns into a darker color when it dries. Also, I like to use a light color in the center of her faces, almost like a highlighter, and just slightly just her skin tone color on the rest of her face. So let the foundation set a little bit before you start blending. It's gonna make your blending process a lot easier. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend. You wanna blend the color towards your neck because you don't want your neck to be a different color. So for concealer, I'm gonna make sure I go a couple shades lighter, about 1 or 2 shades lighter than her skin color. when it comes to concealing the under eyes, just to brighten that area up. Great, and then I noticed that she has a little bit of breakouts, so we're gonna try to use the concealer to cover parts of her breakout. To keep the natural makeup pretty simple in the morning, we're just gonna powder her face off with a pressed powder just to set her foundation. Next step, we're gonna add some color to her face. I'm just gonna use a soft pink color right on her cheekbone area. To contour her face a little bit, we don't have to go too crazy with the contouring. I'm using a MAC palette here for contour. Just contour right along underneath her cheekbone, around the hollows right here. If you feel like you have big jaws, you can contour around your jaw area to minimize it. And if you feel like you have a big forehead, you can contour around your forehead. Whatever you want to make smaller, you can contour it. The last two steps is, number one, I'm gonna pop a little bit of grayish black color right underneath her eyes to kind of open up her eyes a little bit. And the last step is either a lipstick or you can do a lip gloss. I'm gonna keep it natural since we're doing a daytime look and do a very simple lip gloss color. Finish it with a matte gloss. There we have it. It's a natural daytime look, right? It's a very clean look. On your way out, I always like to spray to set her makeup. There we go. And we can set that look for the rest of the day. All right, on to the hair. So just a simple hair. We're just gonna do curls all around. I'm using the Hot Tools. This is a 1-inch iron. When it comes to curling hair, you can go whatever direction you would like. But usually when it comes closer to the face, I like to curl away from the face. Don't forget to kind of hairspray the hair to keep its curls. If you want to give your hair a little bit more volume, what you can do is go to the crown of your head, take a teasing brush, and just tease the roots of your hair to give it a little bit more volume. And then brush out the top of that tease. Yeah, and there we go. You're ready for your day.
Yeah, I like this look.
Turn around and take a look. Okay, on to the more dramatic makeup. How do you turn your daytime makeup into a nighttime makeup? So usually by the nighttime, you already have some oily spots that oil up during your T-zone. So if you see the shiny areas is where you usually tend to oil up. I always like to bring just a pressed powder with you. This one's from MAC, an NC20. You just want to kind of dab those areas that are shiny to get rid of your oil spots. So how do you turn this look into a more dramatic look? The biggest thing is just eyeshadow. Darker eyeshadow, darker colors. Because we're doing a darker eyeshadow, we're also gonna do a darker eyebrows. So to do darker eyebrows, I just use a darker gray. Okay, so now that we've darkened her eyebrows, we're gonna darken her eyeshadow. Keep that pink color in the center of her lid. On the corner of her lid, we're gonna use a little bit more of a plum color. Do a little bit of contouring. So do you guys see how I went from very natural to a more of a nighttime look right there? One thing I really enjoy doing at a nighttime look is adding some lashes. A little bit more dramatic lashes. Just pop them up right above the lash line. We're gonna add a little bit of drama underneath the eyes. Some black and dark purple shadow. Put a little bit more blush. Do a little bit more contouring. If you want, you can add a little bit more lip gloss. Yeah, so here is the completed look. Yeah. And you're ready to go out. That's all for today's look. How do you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I feel like I'm a totally different person right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will put Nini's information in the description box down below. Be sure to check it out.
Please try it at home and comment below and let us know how it went.
Nini, I really enjoyed this collaboration. Thank you so much for
Me
bringing.
too. I had a great time.
So, see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.